volatile family atmosphere. So who says karma's not real? I never did. Oh, I certainly would. I could still. I'm a U.S. citizen. Don't matter because I'm living here in another country. I'm a U.S. citizen all the way. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a way of doing that. But am I really going to waste my time to do that? If he was over here locally, that's a whole different story. Then we'd be talking a different conversation here. Simple as that. But the nature of a coward is to run and hide, and behind his camera, never showing his face. Faceless coward that he is, and proven to all, that's all that matters. I still believe, and I always will, that karma is a bitch. I think that what is due to him will actually come. Let's rephrase that. He said, if you were in the States, would you do something again? We'll put it this way. If he was in this country, which he would never be, he's not mobile enough to travel, for one. Two, he's a coward. He would never say the things he said about me and or my family. Never eye to eye. That will never happen. That's why we label these people as what they are. They're cowards. But it was a total waste of time. I did go to listen to what he had to do. This was nothing more than what I call rehashing old hash. Nothing new about his little skit. And he proved right there. Keeps on talking about this kid, the neighbor. And if you listen to the show, besides dropping the F-bomb, which I did, look, I didn't invite him in there. I was going to do a show nevertheless. I dropped a lot of F-bombs, that's for sure. That probably was not appropriate. But beyond that, pretty goddamn innocent. Talking about a pee-pee. And he rehashes that shit over and over again. There's nothing in his recordings there. I said there was child grooming going on. Where was child grooming going on? That part I can't figure out. Let's see. Starwise says, it's not nice for Gilda's kids to see him deriding her character. That can have big effect on them. They don't watch this shit. They got a life other than him. They're going to school, they're working. I guarantee you, they've heard his shows in the past, but they don't go around listening to Popeye's show or any trolls on there. They got other things going on in their life than to listen to some fucking loser. Look, he's been doing this for years. There's nothing new about what he does. To me or to you. But how he likes to talk, seeing me on a cold steel slab. Be careful what you wish for there, Popeye. That's what I'll tell you. Be careful what you wish for. Because it could happen to you. It's happened to other people. Jambalaya Drive. What a name for a block. Oh, this cereal just too sweet. I like berries, but I'd rather just have blueberries. I have not been able to find them. I usually have a big supply of this stuff, but I don't have. I got just mixed berries, which I really don't like. Yes, May, something like that. It's not your camera. Ugh, This is actually too sweet. Let me add some more almond milk to this. Pardon me. I'm sorry when sometimes I gotta eat when I'm doing a show. But life goes on. Gotta have my breakfast. Yes, something like that, May, yes. Anyway, I was disappointed with his show. I thought he'd come up with something new. Maybe I'd get a chuckle out of it. Well, I still got a chuckle out of it, but there was nothing new that he put on a show. Nothing new at all. You do all the editing you want and overlay something with another overlay. But if it's the same material, even his own audience is getting bored with that. He tries to put on a show and everybody looks forward to seeing it. And then when he does do a show, it's disappointing, even to me. Okay, let's see. I've never seen a person as full of hatred as Popeye. Hope he comes to his senses instead of spreading evil. Well, he's religious. He believes in God. Remember that. Don't forget that. That's kind of scary when you think about it. Someone who professes their love for their God. But yet they put on shows like this. What does that tell you? As a layperson in my audience, what does that tell you when somebody preaches about God and they put on shows like this? What does that tell you? Tell me. We're hearing the same shit from the guy all the time. I've made my assessments of him a long time ago. Yeah, he is full of hatred, but you see, Star-wise, it all comes from his way of life and what he's living, his disabilities and his inadequacies speak volumes and volumes. That's why I don't really let this shit bother about, am I pissed off that he berates and he defames my girlfriend? Well, this is like not the first time he's done that, Star-wise. It's not the... But you got to understand where this is all coming from. Guy has not had a woman in, I can't say how long. But it hasn't been a woman that's been part of his life, probably for decades. That could frustrate the shit out of a man, especially he's aging and he's saying, man, life's going by. I got to get laid. But he can't find a way to do it. First of all, he's too petty. He's got some money. He's too petty to put out the money. And by the way, he's never donated to anyone on YouTube for any cause. He will not let loose of a fucking nickel. Never. When they had certain causes going on, he never would donate a nickel. You would think he's doing well. He has a pension from the service and Social Security, whatever. And don't forget, he worked for the job. You remember talking about the Parks Department, how he made fun of the fact that I actually worked for a city Parks Department. He works for a county. Yeah. And he thought it was pretty lame to work for the Parks Department. But yet, that's where he worked after the Navy. Coinky dinky, huh? Sorry. I mean, you know, how he contradicts himself all the time. That's what I find humorous, actually. Oh, it's fly season here. I have to keep these doors closed. First was ants, now it's flies. Getting always plagued by something here. Welcome to the Philippines. If it ain't one thing, it's another out here, I'll tell you that. Maybe someday there will be a plague out here. That I told you, there's a place here. I like living here, but it's a petri dish. It's an actual petri dish here of bacteria and other unhealthy. Oh, fact, shit. God, we go to getting some flu and pneumonia shots this morning. God damn it, we just forgot about that. We got to go downtown and get that. Yeah, he does have a thing for her. He has a thing for any woman that ever came on his show or something. He's got a thing for any woman that would actually talk nice to him. Yes, I have noticed that too. Yeah. And why Yats? And I have met her. I have met Yats with Mick. And I wouldn't understand why she would accept a donation from such a hateful person like that. Hey, I even offered to help her out too when I met her. Here, for the kids, I was going to give here, just throw 1,000 pesos out. No, it's okay. It's okay. But she'll take donations from this guy. Figure that out. I don't know. Of course he does. He wants a reaction to his video. Well, I gave him my reaction. It was lame. It was horribly redundant. This is a guy who will not give up on something. Why? Because, as I said, he has so much time on his hands. Shit, we gotta go downtown. Dear,
Yes.
we're supposed to go get our
Vaccine?
our pneumonia and flu shot.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I'm gonna get just here soon, guys. Well, of course he's gonna rebroadcast my show. I didn't bother to rebroadcast his. I didn't really see the purpose on that. I knew he was gonna be redundant, and he was, just like I said. So what's new about that? Anything new about that? No. Absolutely nothing new about that at all. That's what he does. No new material. Maybe, if he came up with some kind of good subject matter, I might even listen to his show on a regular basis. He doesn't have the ability to have any topic about it. That's just the way it is with him. He has no ability whatsoever. A godly man. That's the one that really gets me. A godly man that he is. For America and for God, kind of almost like a motto, for America and for God. Well, I don't think God is, if there is one, is real happy with him. That's why I always say he's got an RSVP, and he knows where he's going. And I don't think there's any question about that. If there is a heaven and hell, he knows exactly where he's going. He'll be judged. He's being judged right now. Everything he says, everything he does. That's why these phony type people. Is there going to be a big crowd there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, God. We should have thought about this earlier.
Open.
Yeah, now we got to go stand around. They don't offer these flu and pneumonia shots very often here. But they're opening that up again, and I've been needing one. I haven't done this for a year and a half, 2 years, I'm not sure. So I want to go down this one. We still will. I'm not going to appreciate the waiting, because when something is free out here, believe me, it's going to be crowded. Yeah, I know. Yats is pals with Popeye, because Popeye likes to kiss the ass of any woman that ever comes on his show. I like Yats. Well, I don't have anything against her. I met her. I'm not going to turn on her. I don't have anything really bad to say, except that I don't understand why she associates with people like Popeye. I don't understand that at all. I really don't. Some things I understand and some things I don't understand, and I don't understand that connection. Oh, I don't care if he's rebroadcasting me. Good. I'd like him to. Get the word out on my show and get the word out on his own show. But let's get serious for a minute here. And I am serious. For the amount of time that he spends on putting videos out about me, whether it's live shows or whether he puts a little skit together, that takes some time, especially when you go to do some editing. That this guy actually spends the time that he does putting together clips, that takes a while to do, which immediately tells me that when he clamors about, oh, I don't do anything in my life, or his adopted son, Nickelodeon there, I don't do anything in my life, but well, he sure has the time to put these little skits together, doesn't he? They're on Big Pals. They're on Big, oh, they are Big Pals. Well, yeah, make donations to somebody. And by the way, that's a rarity in itself. That's why we know that Popeye is sweet on Yats. Because Popeye he doesn't donate to anybody. He don't let loose of his pocket change to anybody. Historically, that has never happened. Never happened. And probably never will, other than Yats. And that's a rarity, I will tell you right there. That's a rarity. But he tries to get on to, I mean, look, if he can't have a real woman, I mean, he could pretend that he does. And that's his way of doing it. Oh, hell, I remember all the way back to Chica Caceres. He was even sweet on her one time. There were numerous women on here that he was sweet on. He'd know he could never get them. Right, Popeye? I know you're broadcasting me. Think about it, Poops. But think about this, if not to yourself, but when was the last time you got fucking laid? When was the last time you actually had a real live woman, not a fucking blow-up doll that you got from some advertisement somewhere or borrowed from one of your supporters? Let's put it that way. When did you get laid? Why don't you talk about that? When did you get laid? When was the last time that you got laid, Popeye? You can't remember, could you? Of course you can't remember. It's been a damn long time. And he talks about me. Well, if he's forgetting I'm in a relationship, okay? Yeah, I could have it any time I fucking want. That's not the case for him, however, though. I don't know. I just can't see going through a retirement like this. I can't see going through a retirement like this. And just sitting around all day creating skits about somebody. There's something wrong with that. I'm glad he's rebroadcasting if that's what he's doing. I didn't check, but you said he did. I'll take your word he did. Because he was expecting a response. Well, he's getting one. We'll give him what he wants. He's getting a response from me. Not the response that he wants to hear, but he's getting it back from me. Because I found this show to be quite disappointing, actually. I'm really disappointed. I thought he had some new material he was going to share. Nope. It's just the same old rhetoric. Over and over again. And that gets old, just as old as he is. I gotta get ready here. Yeah, well, don't try to get me to say anything bad about Yats. I don't have anything bad to say about Yats. I met her and she was nice. I have nothing bad to say about her at all. Nothing. But it's her choice on who she wants to cavort with. I have no control over that at all. That's her gig. Sorry, I'm kind of getting dressed while I'm talking to you. I'm just extending this out a little bit. I can't control who she wants to cavort with. It's all for the show, viewers, whatnot. It usually is. Nothing new about that. But I'll give Popeye one kudos that he is consistent. I could always get a reaction from him. He's very predictable. I knew exactly that if I did a show in response to something that he put out, that would not be enough for him. He would just come out and do something like he's doing right now. Popeye can't compare his life to mine. Neither can his adopted son, Nickelodeon. So I'm a draft dodger. Oh, he didn't cover that one again. He forgot. I'm a draft dodger and I'm a child groomer. Really? Well, I heard those recordings and I was actually there live. There was nothing I said on there that would indicate that I was a goddamn child groomer. He tried, though. The word peepee. Man, I should be. I should be arrested for something like that, saying the word peepee. Wow. I could think of worse things. Yeah, I could have cooled it on the language a little bit. Sure. But I drop F-bombs. And maybe in that show I dropped a lot of F-bombs, but look at Nico. It's like every other word is F in this and F in that and F in this and F in that. Now that's pretty extreme on his part, I'll say that. That's pretty extreme. But he's a pretty extreme person, old Nickelodeon, in every way. I mean, you almost can't help but feel sorry for some of these people, but I find it hard to actually have any sympathy for people of that nature. And you know, one of the reasons I'm not religious, even though I was brought up Catholic, I got all the documents to prove that I'm actually Catholic. I really had no choice about that growing up, but the one thing I'll say is that when you are professing that you're this big fan of what we call God, and then you exhibit everything a man or a woman can exhibit that goes against the so-called teachings, then you're not religious. You're a hypocrite. And one of the reasons I'm not religious is because I don't believe in organized religion. Because of people like Popeye. Blasphemy. He does not indicate to me, or anybody else who listens to his show, to be what they call a godly person. I'd like to know how he's godly when all he does is hate shows. I would really like to know how he is godly. Please somebody tell me, how is this man godly? Give me a tip or something. Show me any of his godliness. There is none. There's absolutely none. But like, you know, his time will come just like Fazio and other people. Getting ready here soon. Yeah, I know, we're going to be down there for a while. See, I do things to take care of myself. Immunizations, whatever I need, I'll go for blood test. I gotta fix this screen here. But it's how people make judgment on other people. Like I always make a joke about the confessional. When they go to the confessional, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been maybe 3 minutes since I've actually attacked Frank. Okay, my son. Say 10 Hail Marys, and you're out the door, bro. See you next Sunday. Well, after the confessional. Popeye goes out on Monday. to do the same shit he's been doing every single week. The same thing he tells the priests behind the darkened screen. I absolve you of your sins, son. Oh, gee, thanks, Father. I could go out and do it again tomorrow. See what I mean? That's why I'm not involved with organized religion, because of people like Popeye, Robert Clausen. I can't be like him. I will never be like him. That's why I'm not religious. And it's my right. I can believe in whatever I want to believe in. And actually, he could believe. Being a hypocrite, that's a different story. You would think he was an atheist or something, because he defies every Bible statement. Thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that. He does all of them. That's why I think when his time comes to croak, and but again, they talk about going to hell, but how do you know that people are not just living hell in their living life? I think he is. He's not totally mobile. He drinks, he smokes, barely leaves the house except to go to bingo and occasionally go to a casino. Oh, and he's good friends with Hulk Hogan now. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you met Hulk Hogan, he'd have it on camera or something. Hulk Hogan, really? Oh, maybe Hulk Hogan was at the casino, but you think he kind of arm to arm buddied up with Hulk Hogan, and he makes this little joke? Hulk would have told him, "Go away, you parasite. Get the fuck out of here." If I was Hulk Hogan, I sure would. So, to believe anything Popeye says on his shows, well, I think my audience knows that already. He's old, his material is old, and he is one person who truly, of many, truly cannot really say that he's living the life in any way. Because I'm sorry, I'm going to stick to my story. If anybody spends that much time making skits and shit, what talent you have, you got to find clips, you got to piece it together, you got to add sound, you got to add graphics. That takes quite a bit of work, and it takes quite a bit of time, which proves beyond doubt that this was a court of law that it's one of those, he did it. He did. What he did was he spent that extraordinary amount of time putting videos together about me. It's almost, to a point, it's almost flattering in a way that somebody thinks of me that much, that they're going to spend that much time putting little shits together. Goes without saying. Anyway, I gotta go because I got things to do. Popeye, I was kind of disappointed with your show. I expected a whole lot more. Well, I did respect redundancy. I did expect redundancy. No question about that, and I was right. And here I am, making a commentary on you, sir. It's nothing new. Like I said, it's the same old hash being rehashed. What's new? Playing old clips that you played before? Editing them to make it sound like I'm saying something I didn't mean to say, or just using the same material over and over again. Oh yeah, my teeth. Well, you tell that to my dentist, who I've spent quite a bit of money on. I've got teeth, and they look pretty damn good. Editing is not going to change the fact of the condition of my teeth. That's unreality. But your boy, I'm surprised you haven't really preached to him. You preached to him a whole lot of shit. But you never preached to him about getting those teeth worked on. That's your boy. How come you never gave him one of your speeches, your famous speeches, about how You got to take care of yourself, son. I haven't heard you say that. His adopted son, Nickelodeon. The man who claims he has it all. I don't know what he thinks he has, but he has problems. And so does Popeye. Huge problems. That's why I'm always saying I'm glad I'm me and I'm not them. I'm real glad. Popeye, why don't you surprise us sometime? Why don't you go on camera? But you won't. Surprise us sometime. Go on camera and show people what you look like. I dare you. Surprise the shit out of me and surprise the shit out of everybody else. Go on camera and show yourself, you coward. I dare you. I double dog dare you. You won't because you are a coward. And because you do got a lot to hide. Your face, your big floppy ears. I swear, man, if a good wind came up, you'd probably be fucking airborne. You see, I do come on camera, unlike him. So I got nothing to hide. There's nothing wrong with my teeth. Nothing wrong with my looks. I can look pretty damn good for my age, I've been told. But when you refuse, when somebody refuses to come on camera, it usually means they got something to hide. He's got a lot to hide. Probably doesn't go out very much because this big hero of a Navy man, this big hero of a Navy man doesn't want people to show how the years have not done him very well. And I've seen pictures of what he looked like mostly in the past. And I'll tell you what, he was nothing much to look at then, and I can imagine what he looks like right now. But he's going to hide that. Fuck, I come on camera all the time. Not all the time, but I come on camera. So I got nothing to hide. But apparently he does. Anyway, guys, you enjoy the show. Enjoy his rebroadcast or whatever. I think I made my point. If you can't walk the walk, they're going to try to talk the talk. That's pretty basically what it comes down to. Popeye has never proven himself to be anything but a hater. A religious hater. Even better yet. He defies the rules, or if you want to call them rules, of being a proper Catholic. And he does that in spades. In spades. That's one thing that's not going to change about this character. Like I said, I don't really know. Nobody's ever died and found out whether there's a heaven or hell or a purgatory or anything like that. I have no idea, neither would anybody else. But I'll tell you what, if I was a betting man, I would say that he has a lot coming to him. But I think, never mind beyond death, I just think in life he's already being punished in his own way. Because for what I've gathered from him through the years, he's not living the life at all. It's actually almost really sad. There's a few other characters I thought were never living the life. But this one is the icing on the cake, I gotta tell you that. The icing on the cake. When it comes to having no life. You guys can make your own judgment. You got the ability to do that. My judgment is already there. I am totally 100% convinced this guy may be even more of an invalid than we think he is. As far as living the life, I see no signs of that. I see no signs of that whatever. They do float, and he will. Who has better teeth, Obama or Nico? Well, the difference is, I think Barry had a couple of more teeth. He had a few teeth in his mouth. Um, Nico, however, the prodigal son, I think had a few teeth, but they were really gnarly. I mean, compared to the other guy. Um, well, that's actually a hard one. I gotta admit that's a hard one. Both of them had gnarly looking teeth. Sorry, I'm getting ready here while I'm talking to you. Got a big day. I gotta get my glutathiones today later. And I gotta go get some inoculations. See, the difference also between me and these people is that I will at least do things for myself. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to take a piss. I'm not like the guy in jail who'll take a piss while he's on camera. Oh, remember Fazio was actually taking a shit on a shitter while he had the camera on? That was another embarrassment of many. That I'll refrain from. Okay, I really do gotta go. Thanks for listening. And Popeye, I know you're probably rebroadcasting this or something simultaneously or whatever. I don't know what advice I can give you except try to get a resemblance of a life, and maybe you're not going to have this crab mentality. I've never been more serious, really. It's not working for you. Obviously, you haven't had a woman in how many years? Man, I don't think I could handle that. Oh, I've gone through times where maybe I was in between women in the past, but it was never that bad. Never mind blue balls, this guy's got purple balls. That's why he's so lonely and why he's so hateful, because he's lashing out at the world. Every show of his is lashing out at the world that I can't have what you have, is what he's basically saying. I can't have what you have. So I'm going to attack you to make myself feel better. Damn. That's pretty goddamn sad, and I really have to go. Pennywise? Did Nico's breath stink from his... Well, I wasn't too close to him. We had the wind from the ferry on there. But one thing I did notice was he had I don't know, his belly was wide and his thighs were wide. They almost needed their own fucking zip code. I don't think he could see his own dick, to be honest with you, as he puts a mirror in front of him. And I think I got a ride waiting here, so take care, folks. Hope you enjoyed my morning show. And remember, keep in mind, the best revenge is living well. And compared to these two goobers, I'm doing real good. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, it's over, finally. So guys, I'm just rehashing the same old shit. Well, and I edit it to make his teeth look bad. And all he said was pee-pee, and it really wasn't that bad. And I I dropped F-bombs. Yeah, everybody does that. That's okay. I love how he summarily dismisses everything he's ever done. Yes, I could live with a married woman, buy her a house. She's got 8 kids, and she's got a hallway for a pussy. I wish I had that. Oh man, he's dude. And how cheap can you get? Going to get a free flu shot. Jesus Christ. I and dude, it's too late to get a flu shot. Flu season's over. What the hell is he fucking doing? But oh, I guess it's free. It's for me. I literally thank God every day I'm not him and that I don't live with him. See, if you think you got it bad, just take a look around you and look at Frank, and you'll be thankful for everything you have, Big E. You can imagine listening to him on every day with that crap. Oh God, God. I mean, and here's what gets me is if you do anything patriotic, alls I told him was that he was a godless, soulless bitch, and now I'm a religious fanatic. I love how he just spins it into all the things he hates and gets ugly with it. And I'm the reason why he's not part of organized religion. Oh my God, that one cracked me up. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Can you imagine listening to him rattle on? Yeah, I tell you, Steve, and I got the Evil Knievel suit with the sunglasses. I'm cooking up something special to do for you guys. I think you're really gonna love it. Frail, Frail is mind fucked by smarter person that has him pissed and scared, and he is lashing out. We all see it, definitely. Look what the great Aloe DeWinter did tonight. He Aloe destroyed him with his daughter's own words. Okay, and dude, Miko, if you're listening, going under the name Pennywise is not fooling anybody. Okay, I know you hate me. I know you hate Nico. I know you hate Biggie. I mean, you're just like Frank. When Frank dies, you could take over for him. I think you are a Mormon. That's why you have mobility scooters so you can go to the doctor to do. Oh, Disability Frank talking about mobility. Yeah, the guy doing the crab walk on his own on his own live streams and videos. Oh man. Well, you heard it here, folks, and I am so happy you come out and listen to it. And I don't know how you get through it, but you guys are awesome. Uh, 25 in the house, getting to say what they want to say. I don't think he understands that I'm giving you the choice to say whatever you want freely without being blocked, kicked off, none of that crap, censored. You guys don't deserve that. You know, you deserve to be heard. And that's why I mirror his show. So, and dude, the things he said about yachts, Miko's got it coming, man. Miko's got it coming, guaranteed. And he better tread lightly when Frank better tread lightly when he talks about yachts, okay? Because Yachts is a very good person, smart individual. She does everything by the numbers, and I admire her. Okay. As for Cheek Casaurus, I don't know her. I've never talked to her. Maybe Frank has. Maybe Frank wishes he had a piece of that, but I mean, the stories this guy makes up is unbelievable. Why does Frank have at the end of his feed a robot helper liquidates husband to use his wife delivering newspapers? I know she is not too smart. Well, I don't really know her. He will never forgive anyone anything. You guys, rejection still stinks. Definitely, rejection can sting for a long time, especially when you don't act like a grown man. Now, a lot of grown men get rejected here and there. Everybody in my live chat has been rejected at one point or another. But you just move on. We've all experienced rejection. But when you got a guy that's mentally unstable and he gets rejected, he wants revenge. And one last thing, I never started this shit with him. He started it with me. And he still does the same shit. When I started coming on Dave's show, he said, Pop, I should be careful who he comes out with, who he hangs out with. And then from there, I'm this, I'm that. And now he's turning around saying, Yachts should be careful who she hangs out with. Why does she? Why does he associate? True, I am a bit of a bad boy. I'm pretty fucking mean when I do a Popeye short on somebody. But, you know, it's not intended to be mean. It's intended to make people laugh and see the real person. And that's what I showed you tonight. And I really hope you enjoyed that. And if he can't take that criticism for all the wrong things he's done, tough shit, you know? Popeye, what kind of kinky shit you watching, brother? Terminator hitting a hottie on your list? You know, I tell you, man. Oh, man, I tell you. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Robot helper. Damn. I have no idea. That's on his shit. Okay? I'm just mirroring him. Oh man. Miko hit a new low with his Yad's comments. Yes, he did. He hit a big time low with his Yad's comments. I haven't been keeping up enough to know what Miko does. Yeah, I thought he was gone away. I thought he was going to end up a distant memory. He finally gave up the ghost and figured out that, but I guess not. I mean, some people are like a bad penny. They just keep turning up, man. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this show now, and I want to thank you all for coming in. Chris, Similar Kron, Steve, Big E. I mean, dude, you guys are just friggin' awesome, okay? And I appreciate Don COVID. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate all you guys, and be cool. Stay out of trouble. And I gotta tell you, this is Popeye 1.